Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Ask Marshawn. So today I am here to answer the question, why do women file for divorce first? Now, before I answer that question, if you have a question that you want me to answer, if you are here on YouTube, put it down in the comment section below. If you are here on Facebook, then put it down in the comment section below or send me a private message if you want to remain anonymous. So let's jump into this. Why do women seem to file for divorce first, right? The truth of the matter and the facts actually show that women do about 90% of the time file for divorce first. Now, I have several reasons that I'm going to mention here as to why I believe this to be so. But the most important reason literally is before the woman decides to go down and actively file for a divorce, she is tired. She has begged you all of the time that she was going to beg you. She has cried all of the tears that she was going to cry. She has faced all of her demons when it has come to you, and she has come to the point of acceptance that you are going to be you and she needs to be her. Now, she can either accept it and stay in this marriage, stay in this relationship with you when you're not fulfilling her needs, or she can say, you know what? Enough is enough. I've tried all that I can try. I cannot create and build and continue to try single-handedly. You see, because when a woman decides to say, I am done, I'm finished, I'm moving on, life is too short, she was gone long ago from here, but now she had to build up the courage to actually leave you. Now, is this 100% across the board? Absolutely not. There are definitely outliers in every situation in life. However, most women, before they get to the point of actually filing the divorce, they have already, I'm telling you, listen, begged, plead, cried, beg some more. Oh my God, what can I do? How can I make it right? Because women are naturally nurturing human beings. And so we want to keep our families together. We don't want to be a part of the statistic. We don't want to feel like failures. But at the end of the day, we feel like I'm getting nothing from this. Like, I was literally listening to a couple that have now been married roughly about 50 years. But around year 20 in their marriage, she went and filed for a divorce. And all of a sudden the light bulb came on top of his head. And he was like, oh, whoa, hold up. And so in his own words, he basically said that he was taking her for granted. He was very complacent. He didn't feel like he needed to work for her love anymore. And he knew that she was exposed to the world before they got together. She had a lot of hopes, a lot of dreams, a lot of desires that she wanted to create with a family. And he was doing him while trying to be husband. And that's air quotes because he really wasn't trying. Because literally when I say the words that I'm speaking right now, these are his words. When the clip that I saw, she wasn't even speaking. She was nodding her head as to what he was saying, but he was verbalizing why she filed for divorce from him. And he realized the error of his ways and he changed. So now this was 30 years ago, right? So they, I don't know the entirety of their marriage, but at least 50 years because they got some gray up on them and it's completely gray. It's not a little bit of gray. It's not salt and pepper. It's all gray. And so he finally got that wake up call. And unfortunately, but fortunately, this is what it takes for some people to wake up. Now, we're talking about women here today and why they file for divorce first. However, some men go through this very same thing. So, but we're talking about women and why they file and why we generally as women have a tendency to file first. Fed up, tired, over it. I've begged you all that I can beg you. I'm actually tired of begging you. And why do I need to beg you anyway? Like, at some point, the light bulb comes on and say, nah, this ain't worth it. I only have one life to live and I am choosing me to live it with. I will go out, heal. For most people, we don't heal. right? I'll jump into my next relationship with somebody that I feel really wants me, that actually sees me, that hears me, so I feel heard, so I feel understood, so I feel loved, so I feel cherished, so I feel honored. And so he got a wake-up call. But most men don't take heed to the wake-up call when it comes, because the truth of the matter is, even though women have a tendency to file for divorce first, the man, the husband in this situation, has absolutely an opportunity to turn everything around, like the older gentleman did in the story that I was mentioning earlier. You have every opportunity to turn things around, but you cannot do it just because you don't want to lose your comfortable spot. You really have to fight for your relationship. You have to fight for your marriage if that's what you really want to do, not just because you're doing it to save face for the moment. I'm going to change. 24 hours later, you're back to the old you, or a month later, 6 months later, you're back to the old you. You really have to deep-seated want to change because you want to change. If you're changing for your woman, it is not going to be sustainable. You have to be willing to change for yourself. That's my 2 cents. I'm sticking to it. I am Marshawn Olanio. You are here at Ask Marshawn here on YouTube. As I mentioned before, put your comment down below, and or if you have a question, put your question down below that you want me to answer. And every Friday, I am going to answer one of the questions, whether publicly or when somebody send it to me anonymously. I'm still going to answer the question publicly, but I will leave your name out of it. I love you guys, and there's nothing that you can do with that other than love me back, baby. Okay. Now we're wrapping up Ask Marshawn. I'll see you on the next Ask Marshawn. Bye-bye.